When I was little, both of my parents worked at a church, which meant there were lots of meetings to attend. And rather than finding a babysitter, they would drag me and my older brother Jason to church with them, put us up in a Sunday school classroom or the church library, and we would have to entertain ourselves while they went to their meeting. And we would play all the best games that kids do, like we would explore the church kitchens like we were on a safari, or we would play hide and seek in the sanctuary while being respectful, I promise. And this all led to such a sense of the church being like a second home to me. I felt so comfortable there. And in a place where some people see it as rules and regulations and rituals, I felt this freedom, which let me also ask a whole bunch of questions, like, why do we do this way? How is that done? What does this mean? And my whole life, Jason and I have been really close. People used to mistake us for twins. When I was in college, I was visiting him one day. We were sitting down to watch a movie. I was about to hit play, and he says, wait, before we start, there's something I want to tell you. I'm not straight, I'm gay, and you're the first person I'm telling this to. And I didn't know what to say because it felt like no big deal. I felt like he told me his favorite color isn't red, it's blue. Like, I want to know that, but in some ways, who cares? He's my brother. Next, he came out to our parents, and he started the process of coming out the way that people do. And he's still not fully out to our extended family. We have some family members who are rather rigid in their faith, and they are very certain that being gay is a sin. And this experience really opened up a wave of questions for me. I started wanting to know things like, where did we get this idea that God hates gay people? What does the Bible actually say it? Who else has written about this in the Bible? And I was walking across my college campus one day, and I saw a Methodist church that had a rainbow flag in their front yard. And I don't know that I'd ever seen that before. So I sent an email to the pastor and asked him if we could meet and if I could ask him a bunch of questions. And later he told me that he has never had a student email to see if they could have a meeting to ask a bunch of questions. I was the only one who'd done that. But I wanted to know who is welcome in your church, who's invited, who is okay. And he said, of course, gay people are beloved children of God. We have people from all faith backgrounds. We are a diverse community, and everybody is welcome here. I sometimes feel like I was taught this beautiful Sunday school version of God, where God loves and accepts everybody. And then as an adult, there was this reaction of like, oh no, that's not what we really meant. It kind of leaves me feeling like I am on the outside and like the whole church is over there. And this faith community in college was the first time that I didn't feel like an outsider. I felt like all of me was included and accepted. One week, the pastor gave a sermon on the 6 verses in the Bible that talk about homosexuality. And he talked about the context around those verses and the culture and what he believed those verses were actually getting at, which had nothing to do with hating gay people. And that was hugely transformative for me and my faith. For me, it is still kind of a challenge to visit some of my extended family for holidays or family get-togethers. My brother still is not fully out, and the idea that he is not fully loved and accepted by his own family, the idea that he is not seen as a beloved child of God, can cause a lot of pain, and it can be a challenge for me to see God in them because their actions have been painful for us. And I wish that more people would invite a curiosity into their faith, into their understanding of the scriptures, into their understanding of what God is asking us to do. For me, curiosity is really the gateway to exploring the world that God has gifted to us. And curiosity is how we get to know one another as beloved children of God. And to me, this is what is so beautiful about beloved community. It is the community within the church that is really leading the way in making sure that everybody knows that they belong and really appreciating every person who God has placed in our lives. But I believe that beloved community is about living God's dream right now. It is the church's community that can lead the way for others, like my family, who maybe suffer from the sin of homophobia or the sin of racism or the sin of sexism, anything that excludes and leaves some people on the outside. Beloved community is how the church can lead the way in manifesting and co-creating a world where everyone belongs.